I am joined here with Patrick. How are you, Patrick?
I am a little tired, but doing great. Excited.
I can tell you've had a busy day today. Patrick, we've had you on previously when it was the Mini Maker Faire, and now it's the Maker Faire. What do you think about the big change there?
It's a lot more people. I got to give credit to the organizers. They're doing a lot more work. I hope they get some sleep next week when this is all done. I'm really excited to see the big crowds turn out. I'm excited to have it to be a 2-day festival. I'm excited to be a full-fledged Maker Faire this year, get a little more sponsors, a little more visibility about all the great things that makers are doing in the Houston community.
So remind our audience exactly a little bit about yourself and where you've been since the last time we talked to you.
Well, I started out, I'm with Harris County Public Library. I am currently the Maker Programming Specialist. And last time we talked, I was working at the Freeman Branch Library in the Jocelyn H. Lee Innovation Lab, which is our sort of flagship makerspace for Harris County Public Library. Since then, I've moved into an administration role where I'm working to put makerspaces into more branches and get more maker programming and STEM programming out into the branches more than we already do. Right now, we have 4 locations with 3D printing available, soon to have 3 more come online. We have 3 locations with makerspaces, including the administration building, the branch in Freeman, and our branch down in Seabrook. And we're looking to expand makerspaces in the libraries themselves so that all the cool things you see going on at Maker Faire, like the coding and the programming and the 3D printing and the laser cutting and the building and the making and the creativity and all that exciting stuff, you're actually able to find it at the local public library.
So it sounds like since the last time we spoke with you, is that things have kind of really exploded.
Well, it has, and my role has expanded to talk about more branches, to talk about something more than just outside of the 3D printing and the stuff we did at Freeman. I'm really excited because our director of the library system is really excited about expanding this throughout the system so that we don't just have 1 or 2 places, but geographically, because Harris County Public Library covers the entire county from Tomball to Seabrook out to Spring and Atascocita. You know, we're everywhere, and we need these types of resources everywhere throughout the county as well. So we're really excited about expanding that way.
So when you say these resources, where are the resources coming from? Is it from sponsors? Is it from, I guess, individuals like say Joe Q Public? Where are they coming from?
Well, in the case of the Innovation Lab at the Freeman Library, that came from a bequest by Mr. Jocelyn H. Lee. When he passed away, he left the Freeman branch some money, and they were able to put the makerspace in from that. For the other ones, most of our libraries have friends groups, which are nonprofits that support the library. And so they raise money for makerspaces. They raise money for 3D printers. And so that's another big way. And they make all their money from donations to the friends groups and book sales and used book sales and so forth. So it's a lot of volunteer effort. It's a lot of volunteer contributions. And then, of course, the county kicks in some to help cover the difference.
So now you've taken on a role here at the Maker Faire, and kind of tell us a little bit about how you're involved more so this year into the Maker Faire.
Well, this year Harris County Public Library is a sponsor. This is our first year to be a sponsor, and our sponsorship is for the Education Pavilion. So we have 7 classrooms where we have classes going on all weekend, all today and all tomorrow, different topics from circuits to coding to making liquid rainbows and how to start your own robotics league, that type of stuff. And so our role and my role this year is to organize those classrooms and kind of herd the cats into the right place. I'm afraid that right now some of the cats might be wandering, but they can find their way home.
So how's it going so far, your assessment?
It's pretty good. I think there's some lessons learned, certainly things that we can do better next year. I look forward to writing all those down tonight, keeping my journal, and say, okay, next time we can do this better. But I've been excited to have people in the classes. We had a Raspberry Pi class that was full. I just talked to one of our HCPL employees who taught a coding class in Scratch, and she said she had a full class, and everyone left excited about coding. I've seen classes using squishy circuits. I've seen classes over there with basic circuits. I've saw a classroom full of people learning about how to patent their inventions. So I think it's going really well.
Very cool. So if people wanted to reach out to you, Patrick, how could they do that?
Well, my email is patrick.ferrell, Ferrell, @hcpl.net. or they can find me on Twitter at PBFerrell.
Okay, great. Well, Patrick, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, and we always look forward to seeing you at each event. So thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Thank you.